13 benefits of yoga that are supported by science. Gotten from the Sanskrit word yuji, which means burden or association, yoga is an old practice that unites psyche and body, one trusted source. It consolidates breathing activities, reflection and postures intended to energize unwinding and lessen pressure. Rehearsing yoga is said to accompany numerous advantages for both mental and actual well-being, however not these advantages have been sponsored by science. This article investigates 13 proof-based advantages of yoga. 1. Can decrease stress. Offer on Pinterest. Yoga is known for its capacity to ease pressure and advance unwinding. Indeed, numerous examinations have indicated that it can diminish the discharge of cortisol, the essential pressure chemical. 2. Trusted source. 3. Trusted source. One investigation showed the amazing impact of yoga on pressure by following 24 ladies who saw themselves as genuinely bothered. Following a 3-month yoga program, the ladies had fundamentally lower levels of cortisol. They additionally had lower levels of pressure, nervousness, weakness and despondency. 4. Trusted source. Another investigation of 131 individuals had comparative outcomes, indicating that 10 weeks of yoga diminished pressure and nervousness. It additionally improved personal satisfaction and emotional wellness. 5. Trusted source. At the point when utilized alone or alongside different techniques for easing pressure, for example, reflection, yoga can be an amazing method to hold pressure under wraps. Summary: studies show that yoga can help ease pressure and lower your levels of the pressure chemical cortisol. 2. Assuages anxiety. Numerous individuals start rehearsing yoga as an approach to adapt to sensations of uneasiness. Curiously, there is a considerable amount of exploration indicating that yoga can help diminish uneasiness. In one examination, 34 ladies determined to have an uneasiness problem took an interest in yoga classes twice week after week for a very long time. Toward the finish of the examination, the individuals who rehearsed yoga had altogether lower levels of tension than the benchmark group. 6. Trusted source. Another examination followed 64 ladies with post-horrible pressure problem (PTSD), which is portrayed by serious nervousness and dread after openness to an awful mishap. Following 10 weeks, the ones who rehearsed yoga once week after week had less side effects of PTSD. Truth be told, 52% of members not, at this point, met the measures for PTSD by any means. 7. Trusted source. It's not altogether clear precisely how yoga can diminish side effects of tension. Notwithstanding, it accentuates the significance of being available at the time and finding a feeling of harmony, which could help treat tension. Summary: several contemplates show that rehearsing yoga can prompt an abatement in indications of nervousness. 3. May reduce inflammation. Notwithstanding improving your emotional wellness, a few investigations propose that rehearsing yoga may decrease irritation also. Aggravation is a typical invulnerable reaction, yet persistent irritation can add to the improvement of favorable to fiery illnesses, for example, coronary illness, diabetes and disease. 8. Trusted source. A recent report separated 218 members into 2 gatherings, the individuals who rehearsed yoga routinely and the individuals who didn't. The 2 gatherings at that point performed moderate and arduous activities to incite pressure. Toward the finish of the investigation, the people who rehearsed yoga had lower levels of fiery markers than the individuals who didn't. 9. Trusted source. Also, a little 2014 investigation demonstrated that 12 weeks of yoga decreased fiery markers in bosom disease survivors with persevering weakness. 10. Trusted source. Albeit more exploration is expected to affirm the useful impacts of yoga on irritation, these discoveries show that it might help ensure against specific sicknesses brought about by persistent aggravation. Summary: some considers show that yoga may decrease fiery markers in the body and help forestall favorable to provocative infections. 4. Could improve heart health. From siphoning blood all through the body to providing tissues with significant supplements, the soundness of your heart is a fundamental part of by and large well-being. Studies show that yoga may help improve heart well-being and diminish a few danger factors for coronary illness. One investigation found that members more than 40 years old who rehearsed yoga for a very long time had a lower circulatory strain and heartbeat rate than the individuals who didn't. 11. Trusted source. Hypertension is one of the significant reasons for heart issues, for example, coronary failures and stroke. Bringing down your circulatory strain can help decrease the danger of these issues. 12. Trusted source. Some exploration likewise proposes that fusing yoga into a sound way of life could help moderate the movement of coronary illness. An examination followed 113 patients with coronary illness, taking a gander at the impacts of a way of life change that included 1 year of yoga preparing joined with dietary adjustments and stress. The executives. Members saw a 23% abatement in absolute cholesterol and a 26% decrease in awful LDL cholesterol. Moreover, the movement of coronary illness halted in 47% of patients. 13 trusted source. It's hazy the amount of a job yoga may have had versus different elements like eating regimen. However, it can limit pressure, one of the significant supporters of coronary illness. 14 trusted source. Summary: alone or in blend with a solid way of life, yoga may help decline hazard factors for coronary illness. 5. Improves quality of life. Yoga is getting progressively regular as a subordinate treatment to improve personal satisfaction for some people. In one examination, 135 seniors were doled out to either a half year of yoga, strolling or a benchmark group. Rehearsing yoga essentially improved personal satisfaction, just as state of mind and exhaustion, contrasted with different gatherings. 15 trusted source. Different investigations have taken a gander at how yoga can improve personal satisfaction and lessen manifestations in patients with malignant growth. One examination followed ladies with bosom disease going through chemotherapy. Yoga diminished side effects of chemotherapy, for example, sickness and heaving, while likewise improving by and large personal satisfaction. 16 trusted source. A comparative report took a gander at what 2 months of yoga meant for ladies with bosom malignancy. Toward the finish of the investigation, the ladies had less torment and weakness with upgrades in degrees of strengthening, acknowledgement and unwinding. 17 trusted source. Different investigations have discovered that yoga may help improve rest quality, upgrade otherworldly prosperity, improve social capacity and decrease indications of nervousness and melancholy in patients with malignant growth. 18 trusted source. 19 trusted source. Summary: some examines show that yoga could improve personal satisfaction and might be utilized as an assistant treatment for certain conditions. 6. May fight depression. A few investigations show that yoga may have an upper impact and could help decline manifestations of despondency. This might be on the grounds that yoga can diminish levels of cortisol, a pressure chemical that impacts levels of serotonin, the synapse frequently connected with gloom. 20 trusted source. In one investigation, members in a Liquor Alliance program rehearsed Sudarshan Kriya, a particular kind of yoga that centers around musical relaxing. Following 14 days, members had less manifestations of melancholy and lower levels of cortisol. They likewise had lower levels of ACTH, a chemical answerable for animating the arrival of cortisol. 2 trusted source. Different investigations have had comparative outcomes, demonstrating a relationship between rehearsing yoga and diminished side effects of misery. 21 trusted source. 22 trusted source. In light of these outcomes, yoga may help battle misery, alone or in blend with conventional techniques for treatment. Summary: several contemplates have discovered that yoga may diminish manifestations of melancholy by impacting the creation of stress chemicals in the body. 7. Could reduce chronic pain. Ongoing torment is a constant issue that influences a huge number of individuals and has a scope of potential causes, from wounds to joint inflammation. There is a developing assemblage of exploration showing that rehearsing yoga could help diminish numerous kinds of persistent agony. In one investigation, 42 people with carpal passage condition either got a wrist support or did yoga for about 2 months. Toward the finish of the investigation, yoga was discovered to be more compelling in diminishing agony and improving hold strength than wrist bracing. 23 trusted source. Another investigation in 2005 indicated that yoga could help decline torment and improve actual capacity in members with osteoarthritis of the knees. 24 trusted source. Albeit more examination is required, consolidating yoga into your day-by-day schedule might be useful for the individuals who experience the ill effects of constant agony. Summary: yoga may help diminish ongoing agony in conditions like carpal passage disorder and osteoarthritis. 8. Could promote sleep quality. Helpless rest quality has been related with stoutness, hypertension and gloom, among different problems. 25 trusted source. 26 trusted source. 27 trusted source. Studies show that joining yoga into your routine could help advance better rest. In a recent report, 69 old patients were allocated to either rehearse yoga, take a homegrown planning or be essential for the benchmark group. The yoga bunch nodded off quicker, dozed longer and felt more very much refreshed in the first part of the day than different gatherings. 28 trusted source. Another investigation took a gander at the impacts of yoga on rest in patients with lymphoma. They found that it diminished rest unsettling influences, improved rest quality and term, and decreased the requirement for rest meds. 29 Trusted source. Despite the fact that the manner in which it works isn't clear, yoga has been appeared to build the discharge of melatonin, a chemical that directs rest and attentiveness. 30 Trusted source. Yoga additionally significantly affects nervousness, wretchedness, ongoing agony and stress, all regular supporters of rest issues. Summary: yoga may help upgrade rest quality in view of its consequences for melatonin and its effect on a few basic supporters of rest issues. 9. Improves flexibility and balance. Numerous individuals add yoga to their wellness routine to improve adaptability and equilibrium. Their